Hello, welcome back to my channel, babes. I'm filming a book haul today. I actually had two options today for filming. I was either going to film a book haul or my updated kind of favorite standalones of all time, which I do plan on filming very soon for you. But today I just wanted to go through all the books I've recently bought, all the paperbacks, before I organize them on my shelf. So that is what today's video is going to be. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me. It's just me and you today, baby, talking about books. Our favorite thing. I love a good paperback. I love a book haul. Though I will say, I've definitely pulled back the reins when it comes to buying paperbacks all the time because the overconsumption is unreal. And I'm finding like every 6 months or so, I am decluttering my bookshelf and getting rid of books. Because I am predominantly a ebook reader, but collecting paperbacks is a vibe. So I do still allow myself to buy paperbacks, but just not like flat out like I used to. This first book that I'm going to show you, I solely bought it because of the cover. You know me, if you've been following me for a long time, you know I'm a paperback cover whore. Like, the cover is everything. I am someone that does judge a book by its fucking cover. Like, if you got a stinky cover, the chances that I'm going to buy the paperback or even read the book in general is very low, which is annoying because I often find some of my favorite books are the ones that have ugly covers. And it's like, why? Why can't you just spruce up your cover a little bit and have it a little bit more pretty? But this here is called Sugar Baby. This cover, if I could be a fucking paperback cover, this right here. Now, I cannot freaking remember who I saw on Instagram post this, but as soon as I saw their photo in my feed, I was like, purchase instantly. I ran, bitch. I fucking ran to Amazon and bought it. It's just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, I just love it. And it also piqued my interest because it's an escort story. Now, I don't know if this is a romance or if it's a women's fiction about a girl who becomes an escort. I'll just read the blurb for you. Agnes Green is turning 21 and her life is heading nowhere. Still living at home with her devotedly religious mother in a lifeless suburb, she works as a cleaner by day and spends her night secretly going to clubs and dating Toby, who loves art house film, getting stoned and ignoring her texts. That is until she meets Emily, the daughter of one of her cleaning clients who lives in London and works as a model and a sugar baby. Emily's lifestyle is the escape Agnes has been longing for, tasting menus, private flights to Paris and Miami, rich older men who shower her with compliments and designer gifts. Agnes's new life in the city is beyond her wildest dreams, but it comes at a cost. As she strays even further from her mother's holy teachings, she must decide how far she will go to be adored. You guys know Hush Hush is one of my favorites. Escort anything I love. I feel like that's a trope or kind of like character arc, plot, subplot that you don't come across often and there needs to be more of it. And this just looks like a vibe. I really want to read this ASAP Rocky. So if I read it and it's good, you'll hear from me as per usual, you know. And speaking of Hush Hush, I just wanted to show that I recently got the new cover. My sister is currently reading Say Yes. So I don't have Say Yes here to show it off, but Tia got picked up by a publishing company. She got picked up by Page and Vine, and this is the new published version, new cover of Hush, and it is magnificent. Like, I am such a whore for the old female cover. Ride or Die for Life, but this is beautiful. And Say Yes does have like a pink background, and it's just divine, darling, divine. Next up we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I was definitely umming and ahhing when it came to this paperback because I had tried to read the Chestnut Springs series and it fell just really flat for me. There was nothing wrong with the series. I read Flawless and Heartless and they just didn't really give me much. So I was hesitant to even buy this because I don't know if I'm going to like it. And from certain reviews, a lot of people like the Chestnut Springs series better than this novel here. But the cover sold me. It's pink. I am secretly an emo bitch at heart. Like, I really am. But I do love pink. Like, the aesthetic doesn't match the mind or the heart. Like if you were to cut me open, I would bleed pink glitter, but you'd see underneath the pink glitter is my black cold heart. So anytime I see a pink cover, regardless if I'm gonna read it or not, I buy it. I love pink covers. I low-key, when I release a book, want it to be pink. Of course. Could you imagine me not releasing a book cover that isn't pink? Like, pink's my vibe. So that's honestly the sole reason why I bought this. I will check it out though if I'm in the mood for small town country bumpkin shit, because overall it's just not really my vibe. Country, like, yeehaw, cow boots, just overall just isn't, you know, my vibe. We know. This was an impulse buy because I was just genuinely fucking curious, and I thought the ebook cost as much as the fucking paperback. So I'm just gonna buy the paperback. And that is Pia Mia's new novel. First off, I was expecting a bit more than that from a celebrity who's writing fiction now. Pia Mia's novel is called Sand, Sequins and Silicone Baby, and it says here she's Hollywood's brightest star, so why can't she find real love? The cover is definitely giving YA. I don't know if you're seeing it, and I don't know if this is going to be spicy at all. It's very short, like it's under 300 pages. Yeah, under 300 pages, and the writing isn't like super tiny. Let's read this. Princess came to LA to make something of herself, to share her music and find real love. She's got an amazing squad of friends and a certain blue-eyed man who she can't get out of her head. With a new single just released, everyone wants a piece of her. Party invitations, paparazzi, and custom couture dresses abound. She's living her California dream, but Hollywood isn't exactly what she thought it would be. Behind closed doors, there are lies and loneliness disguised by smiles and laughter. It's hard to know who to trust, or what's fake and what's real. Princess just wants success on her own terms, but needs to make sure she doesn't lose herself in the process. Like, it sounds intriguing. Like, I'm definitely curious. I just don't know if it's going to be spicy or if it's just like more about the female MC and not so much about the love interest. Like, I'm just curious, that's all. And I wanted to buy it and read it. It's funny. And I was saying this to a friend of mine the other day. Now, we know that I'm writing. I've said it so many fucking times. I've said it so many fucking times. We know I'm trying to cook up a fucking novel, and it's taken some time and it's been a journey. But what I've noticed since I have started taking writing seriously is how critical I am of writing styles. Like, when I read the first page of this in store, I thought this could flow so much fucking better. And that's just who I am now. Like, when I read novels, I'm looking at them like that now. I never used to, obviously, because I never really took in writing styles and how certain authors' writing flows as much as what I do now, because I was there for the story. But now I'm kind of like educating as I read. Anyway, that's Pia Mia's new book. Like, she doesn't make music anymore, I don't think, and she just dropped off the face of the planet, and all of a sudden she's a romance author? I don't know. If you've read that one, let me know in the comments below. I want to know your thoughts. Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher, another pink cover. You guys have no idea. Last weekend, I went on the biggest fucking hunt. I went to every Target, every Kmart, looking for this. I wanted it so bad. The reviews are amazing. I still have not read one book from Lauren Asher, and I do plan on reading Love Redesigned first before I read the second book in her Lakefront Billionaires series. This is a thick daddy. Like, she's fat, she's big, but she's floppy. Oh, she's floppy. And I just love the cover. Also, inside, the formatting of the book is just gorgeous. Like, I just love it. And I haven't read like a nanny trope in a long time. I have so much reading to do. I feel like my TBR is just, it's a lot. I don't think I'm gonna get through all these romances before I die, guys. I just really don't. Then we have this bad boy here, which is Ashley Poston's newest novel, and this is a novel love story. I do love the Dead Romantics, which I have here, and I have the 7-Year Slip here as well. I have that I haven't read, so I'm collecting her books. She's kind of like an Emily Henry to me. Like, I collect their books, but I don't really read them. I should not do that. Overconsumption is bad. I've heard really good things about this. Every time I've seen it on Instagram, people have loved it. And I really do love the cover. It's just funky fresh. It's cool. It's colorful. I'm a funky fresh type of gal. I like, you know, cool looking covers. Reckless came out by Lauren Roberts, and I bought it, even though I haven't read Powerless. And I just can't believe the second book is called Reckless. Like, it's just so weird. Like, are you trying to be Elsie Silver? The reviews for this, horrible. Which makes me really sad because her first book was such a banger, apparently. I haven't read it yet, but I will. You know, everyone frothed Powerless. They were like, this is the new big next thing. And apparently the second book is not. I'll be the judge when the time comes. When I'm in the mood for a fantasy. I also got sent some book mail the other day, and this here is a new release from Piper Lawson. This is the first book in the Denver Kodiaks series, and it's called Hard to Fake. It says here, it's not every day you ask your older brother's teammate to be your fake boyfriend. Blah, blah, blah. But desperate times call for gorgeous, impulsive measures. Miles is a pro basketball player with a heart-stopping smile and infamous cocky charm. But to me, he's always been more than a celebrity. Miles is the guy who puts friends and family first, and my college crush. When my sorority sister decides to bring my ex to our reunion, I need a +1 who can have my back and save my pride. Asking Miles is the perfect solution until he raises the stakes for both of us. He says he's only playing to win. He'll be the best fake boyfriend I've ever had. But his gaze hunts mine across the crowded room. He protects me with a fierceness that steals my breath. Our just for show kisses ignite a wildfire inside me. I'm fighting feelings that have been simmering for years. Soon, our pretend relationship starts feeling dangerously legit because it's hard to fake what's always been real. That sounds really fun. And she's small, baby. She's at 280 pages. I haven't read anything from Piper Lawson. If you have, let me know your favorite. I will shout out her because she sent this to me. She contacted me and said, hey boo, would you like a copy? And I was like, okay, sure, I'll have a copy. So yeah. Put this on your TBR if you're a sports romance galley. Then this, The Haters by Robin Harding. All right, so she's like I don't know if she's a thriller writer or what. I have a couple of her books that I haven't read yet, but this one, again, was pink, and it's called The Haters. And I'm sorry, but it sounds like a vibe. I have one of her novels called The Arrangement, and it's meant to be like a love affair cross like murder mystery. Oh my god, what a vibe. So this one is Cameron is living her dream after years of struggling and rejection. Her first novel has finally been published. Go girl. She's on top of the world until she receives a disturbing email from an unknown sender. Rattled, Cameron swallows a sick feeling, but when she checks her ratings online, she finds an aggressive 1-star review, and soon Cameron's book is flooded with negative reviews and publicity. Could the reviewer be the same person who sent the ugly email, and why do they want to ruin her? As the online harassment creeps into Cameron's personal life, she vows to find out who is behind it. Is it really a disgruntled reader, or could it be someone she knows? Cameron will need to unmask the enemy so intent on destroying her before it turns deadly. And the reviews here at the bottom say, a dark, twisted, heart-stopping kept me blazing through the pages until the final jaw-dropping moment. Yeah, bitch, it sounds fucking wicked good. So I'm actually going away next week. And I think I'm going to bring this one with me. I feel like I haven't read like a thriller or a murder mystery or a mystery in a while. I've been on my romance kick. And though I will always be a romance girly at heart, I love broadening? No. I love expanding my horizons every now and then. Every now and then I love to switch it up a bit, bitch. We have Losers Part 1, which I need to buy the second book. This bitch, this book, oh my god, is so fucking good. I actually have read it. I read the duet last week. I was on Instagram stories about it. It is the best fucking white shoes book I have ever read in my life. And it is so fucking hot. Oh my god, it's so hot. So I need to get the second book, but I obviously needed the first book on my shelf. Imagine the high school bully that is the popular cheerleader ends up falling for you. Who she bullied? But not just for you, but for your whole entire group of freaks that she bullied as well. Like, and they have a debt. She has a debt to pay with them. And they're like, you can pay for this debt by being our toy. And it is just like, oh. The way Harley snuck in some really, like, when I say really filthy, bitch, I mean really filthy kinks. Like, things that I was like, hang on a second. No fucking way. No fucking way. It's so good. Please read it. But that's one paperback. I also have this, Obsession by Harley Beck, which she actually sent this to me when she released it a while ago. I think like 2 months ago maybe. She's got a new book coming out like now. I think today even. I love Harley. I love Harley. She's a dark romance, erotic horror writer. Love her shit. Everything that I've read from her, I've just been like, what the actual fuck? Like, honestly, what the actual fuck? So good. I love her. And this is a romantic suspense, I think. Imagine my surprise when the chance to interview the country's most notorious man on death row lands on my table. His final confession. It's too good of an opportunity to turn down. Robbie is old enough to be my father, a man condemned for the murder of at least 14 women. He is dangerous, deadly, intense in ways I can't explain, yet despite the red flags, his magnetism, yep, draws me to him. I'm powerless to fight it. Robbie. Not everything is as it appears. The moment Savannah set foot in here, she shivered like a leaf in the wind, barely able to hold eye contact without a blush creeping up her neck. I can't take my eyes off her. It's no mistake she's here watching me from across the table. There's a reason I only agreed to talk to Savannah Campbell before they put me down. Why it has to be her. Beneath the quivering smile hides a darkness I recognize, a darkness that sparks my interest. But the question is, how deep does it run? That's it. I'm reading that tonight. That sounds really whack and good and great and like what a wicked time. I also have Kid from Jessie Hall because Jessie Hall has become one of my favorite authors. Like I love her. I'm counting the fuck down to green light. That book I know is just gonna penetrate our fucking minds and destroy us. Destroy us. But Kid, I need to buy Hawk as well because Hawk, I feel like rereading him as well, but I've read Kid twice. I love it so much. It's just so unique. Just imagine two drug addicts coming together and finding love in a hopeless place. Like, I love that shit. I love that shit. There's not enough drug addict romances. There's just not. So that's why I've read it twice. I love it so much. And Kid is such an interesting character. Like, such a strange character arc for a male MC. Like, I've never read a character like him before and I love him. So I am collecting Jessie Hall's books as well. So that is actually it for the video. They're all the new books on my bookshelf. I hope you enjoyed. I hope maybe some of the books you haven't read and you're intrigued and you head off and get a copy for yourself. Let me know what you're reading, what you're doing, what's your favorite book right now, what's going on, bitch. Let's catch up in the comments. Don't forget to thumbs this video up. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Subscribe before leaving. And I'll see you when I'm looking at you next, which I don't know when will be. You know me. I am unreliable at the best of times these days. So yeah, thank you for watching. It means the world to me and I'll see you soon. Bye.